Of the New South Wales Sprint Kart Championships at Raleigh, local driver Matthew Brazel is hoping to cause an upset against the number 1 and 2 in the country, and if conditions remain the same as they were for today's practice session, anything is possible. Earlier this month, the Raleigh Raceway played host to the first lot of New South Wales state titles. Now the country's leading juniors and rookies are camping trackside ready for their crack at New South Wales honours. Slippery conditions make for hazardous racing on the tight twisting circuit. At practice today, some of the young drivers were spending more time sliding sideways and off the track altogether. Aged between 7 and 12, the drivers in the rookie class add not only youth to the championship, but their own colour and excitement. Reigning New South Wales champion Bradley Gleeson from Carlingford in Sydney had his first look over the North Coast track today, taking just a few laps before feeling right at home. The defending champ is a natural behind the wheel, although he came across the sport quite by chance.
My dad saw it on TV and he said, gosh, that looks fun, do you want to get up to Lithgow and have a go? And I said, yeah. That's how we just sort of got into it.
Has it been as good as you first thought it would be?
Yeah, better.
Also racing this weekend, and destined to cause the most trouble for Gleeson, is the current Australian champion Robert Henderson. Henderson's fearless attitude has been one reason for his success, although both boys have had their fair share of colourful moments.
At Queensland, I think it was 2 weeks ago or so, I went for 6 rolls and then I hit a 6 foot, 5 foot in the air.
Even the champions have mechanical breakdowns and problems while racing, and that's why the North Coast's Matthew Brazel, though not quite up to their standard yet, is still in with a chance this weekend. The 11-year-old from Maxville has been racing sprint karts for just 10 months. But if enthusiasm counts, it's a promising future that awaits him. Throwing the kart around is not a problem for Matthew, although he's still working on wet weather driving.
I try to stay on the dry bits in the middle of the track because the water runs all off the track.
While the rookies strut their stuff out on the track, there's always the parents biting at the nails in the pits, and most admit they do get concerned at times.
We do, but we feel that when he gets older and he has to cope with the traffic on the road, it's going to make him a more skillful driver.
Do you get worried at all watching him go around corners sideways?
Yes. Chew our fingernails off.
Are there second thoughts at all, or do you think now it's a good thing?
No, it's a really good sport. It gives them a lot of confidence and they have a lot of fun.
All champions in their own right, the 3 rookies will get down to the serious business on the weekend. And just maybe, these 3 boys will one day lead Australia's hopes in the Formula 1 series. Reputations were shattered at an indoor soccer tournament. New South Wales titles at Raleigh. Moody won the senior national heavy division, while rookie driver Matthew Brazel of Maxville showed signs of following in Moody's footsteps by coming 10th in his first championship. Unlike last week's practice sessions, the weekend of racing was held in glorious sunshine, allowing drivers to attack the circuit at Raleigh. Coffs Harbour's Gary Moody won the senior national heavy title, out-sprinting a field of 36 drivers. In the junior national light division, Sydney's David Besnard, racing in number 84, was placed in second position early on in the final, breathing down the back of an opposing driver. Midway through the race, Besnard hit the front and stretched his lead to 6 or 7 seconds. Not content with just winning the junior national light, Besnard went on to win his second state championship by taking out the junior national heavy division. In other races, all with state titles up for grabs, Queensland's Cam Wilson won the Junior International, and in the Senior National Light, Joshua Floyd-Smith, also of Queensland, won from Sydney's Craig Franklin. And in the Rookies final, Maxville's Matthew Brazel finished an outstanding 10th position.
A new set of earrings. However, the real culmination of the 1986 Hibiscus Land Festival came at midday, with the Maxville District Town Band leading the traditional festival procession into Bowra Street. Nearly 40 floats and mobile displays took to the road this year, featuring a range of local service groups and sporting clubs, and of course Festival Queen entrants, including 1986 Junior Queen Natalie Bonner. The appreciative crowd of onlookers, standing up to 20 deep in places, was also treated to a display of vintage cars, not to mention some really vintage transport. Organisers later described the 1986 festival as one of the best ever and are now talking about bringing the program forward to Easter next year to take advantage of the new school holiday timetable.
The Department of the annual street procession through Nambucca Heads.
It looked like the bleak weather was going to hold off when the participants in this year's Hibiscus Land Festival procession gathered just outside the town centre on Saturday morning. However, almost on cue, the rain started to come down as the parade began moving along Bowra Street. Apart from the period outfits to help mark the bicentenary, the procession featured a variety of faces, from courageous tropical types to the Easter Bunny. But the most prominent theme revolved around the town's enthusiastic sporting community and its bicentennial sports spectacular currently being staged throughout the Easter school holidays. The festival atmosphere shifted in the evening to the Nambucca Heads RSL Club for the long-awaited crowning of this year's Hibiscus Land Queen. After what must have seemed an eternity for the 17 young ladies contesting the title, the decision of the adjudicators panel was finally made public.
The 1988 Hibiscus Queen is Jane Simmons.
Sponsored by the Nambucca River Cooperative, 19-year-old Jane Simmons won a Norfolk Island holiday as the major prize for being named the bicentennial Hibiscus Land Queen.